I'm back in my kitchen and I'm about to give my new Deluxe air fryer oven a second test run. And tonight I'm making meatball pasta bake. So I've got my hamburger in here and I'm just gonna add the rest of my ingredients. So I've got 1/2 cup of Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. And I didn't have Italian seasoned ones. These are actually gluten-free breadcrumbs that I've had in my freezer. So what I did was I decided I have this seasoning, basil pesto seasoning from Pampered Chef that I thought sounded pretty Italian. And I added some of that and so I mixed that in. So I've got my breadcrumbs, I'm just gonna add those. 1/4 cup of Parmesan, which I actually used my cup zester to grate this. And I've got 1/4 cup in my Pampered Chef measuring cup. And I need 1 egg. And 2 garlic cloves crushed. So that's the garlic. And I need 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I've got some salt right here. And my 1/2 teaspoon is dirty, so I'm using, actually this is 1/8, so I have to do 4 of these, but that's okay. And then I need 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, so that'll be 2 of the 8s. Actually, there. And then I'm just going to, it actually calls for 1/4 cup of milk. So I'm going to 1/4 cup of milk in here. And then as you can see, I just like to put gloves on and just get right in there and do it this way. The meatball is all mixed. What I did is I took my air fryer tray, lined it with foil, sprayed it with a little bit of avocado oil, and now I am using this handy tool that I love, which is the medium scoop. It has a spring, so you can scoop and then release. So it's a real handy tool for cookies as well as any meat, for sure for meatballs as well. And the nice thing is you're getting them all the same size. So, which is good for, cooking uniformly. I find if I try to do things freehand, then they all end up different sizes and then they cook at different rates. So I'm going to finish up the meatballs. Okay folks, this is the new Deluxe air fryer oven, and my plan is to take this to the cottage because I don't like having to put my oven on in the summer, especially for just the 2 of us at the cottage. As well, as I don't really like my oven at the cottage. It takes forever to preheat, and especially annoying when it's just the 2 of us. So, and plus I need an air fryer at the cottage. I don't have an air fryer. So, because it's a double, it's got two doors instead of 1, so it has 2 compartments instead of 1, which you'll see as we're making this recipe. I'm going to use both compartments, and it has a beautiful sink finish function so that you can finish things at the same time. First of all, I'll turn it on, and you can see it's turned on. And now I am going to sink finish. So I'm going to push the sink finish button, or finish everything at the same time. I'm going to start with the bottom compartment, and I can just use a button for bottom in case you're not sure where you're at. That I'm going to set the bottom to heat and crisp. So there's an air fry, convection bake, roast, reheat, and heat and crisp. So heat and crisp it is. And I'm going to adjust the temperature to 350, and the time is 55 minutes. So I'm going to set that to 55 and hit enter. And now I'm going to set the top compartment. So I'm going to push the top button. And the recipe tells me that I'm going to use bake. So there's a pizza setting, there's a bake setting, there's a stone bake setting, and a reheat setting. And we are going to hit enter. I'm going to leave it at 350 degrees, and I'm going to make it 25 minutes. So one thing is going to take 25 minutes, one's going to take 55 minutes. It's going to just figure out the timing so that they finish at the same time. And I'm going to put enter. And you can see, you may or may not be able to see, it says hold on the top because that's the one that's going to take less time, and the bottom is preheating. While my oven is preheating, I'm going to get the other tray ready. Basically, I'm taking cream cheese and putting it on the center. It was supposed to be a full cream cheese, but I only had just over half in the fridge. So I'm going to improvise, as I sometimes like to do. I'm just going to add a little bit of cottage cheese just to make up for the fact that I don't have as much cream cheese as it called for. So that can only make it healthier, right? So I'll do that. And I know this is kind of interesting. So then I'm just going to sprinkle the dry pasta. I'm using a gluten-free macaroni. So you just sprinkle that around your cheese. I love that. Drizzle the marinara. I got 4 cups of marinara sauce here. Let's do the marinara first. Okay. I love these 1 pot meals. Well, 2 pot, I guess. And I'm just going to spread that around so it's on all the pasta. I can't wait to see how this turns out. I'm having a hard time believing. But we shall see. 4 cups of broth, which seems like an awful lot, but it has to cook the pasta, right? Drizzle that over without spilling it. I'm hoping that, oh, you can hear the beep, means the oven is preheated. And I'll have you know most of this is homemade chicken broth. Actually, it's all homemade chicken broth. It says to just press it, which I'm doing. Air fryer oven says add food to both compartments, and I'm now about to put everything in the oven, and I just want to show you these really cool oven gloves that came out this spring, and they have protection along here. They're quite large. I have a small hand, so they're a little bit big on me, but they work, and I think that's great that they're large because then anybody can use them. So they're great for the air fryer oven, but they're also great for any oven, anytime you need oven gloves. It's nice to be able to have your fingers out. So I am going to open the top compartment, and I'm adding my meatballs there, and then the bottom compartment, transfer the meatballs into the oven. There we go. Close the door and push start.